that exciting moment when you not only navigate the telemachine in another language, but it gives you the money!
Without losing your card.
Without losing your card! Very cool. In Denmark, and we're looking at krona. And that would be equal to about how much, Dan?
$70 I think.
Australian?
Yeah, probably $60 I think.
$60 Australian, roughly. We haven't done the conversions yet, but that's our budget for today. Onward we go. Onward. Lots of toilets in town, and motorhome or caravan parking provided in the car park, so nice and easy. So we're on our way towards Billund, and we've got a bit of an overcast or foggy day today. Hoping it lifts. The sun did come out for a wee little while and then disappeared, so we shall see. So this is part of the beautiful town of Holsted in Denmark, and I thought I would take the opportunity to show you the difference of an external mic when filming. So last year we travelled through the southern part of Europe, and I did so much film, and then when we got home we wanted to move that to YouTube videos and show everyone what a wonderful trip we had. And the quality of video, due to the amount of time the phone spent outside the window, was absolutely horrendous. So I started researching it, and also for blogging, and I found this external mic, which I will put a link up on our page, What Did We Take, which is a very popular page on our Europe road trip, showing all the electronics that we use in the vehicle, and links to them, so people doing the same thing can, you know, have a look and get what they know already works. So pretty much I've got the external mic, and what a difference to filming. So the phone is right outside the window, like you can see the car there, right outside the window, and it doesn't matter what speed you're doing down the highway. Nice clear audio, which is, you know, number one when filming. Where are we, Miss B? Legoland. OMG. Childhood bucket list item. Tick! Ha! So we've just parked Betsy up, and parking was a bit of a problem in this town, so we hope she's still where we left her, and we're going to go and see a man.
Thailand man.
Ooh, and how old is he?
2,350 years old.
I wonder if he looks good for his age. On our beautiful walk, little carving, tree carving. I love it.
Going to die, but they got tangled up.
Little duck enjoying the river as much as we are. And what's the name of the town, Dan?
Silkeborg.
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 I have to say, we're really enjoying Denmark.
Yes.
Princess Mary was onto something. all the tour boats about to set off down the river. Absolutely stunning day. Miss B and Daddy looking at the Tolland man. It's really quite extraordinary. Amazing. The Tolland man was found in 1950 by two brothers who were digging or cutting peat in a bog. They were just digging 2.5 metres down when they found him. He was found naked except for a leather cap on his head sewn from 8 pieces of sheep hide, a simple leather belt round his hips, and a plaited leather rope around his neck with which he had been hung. The radioactive carbon tests had placed the time of his death at 400 BC, allowing for a range margin of 40 years either way. In other words, the Iron Age, the same period of time as the Elling woman, who was also discovered in the same peat bog. They checked the contents of his organs. His stomach and intestines were equally well preserved. The contents were examined and found to contain grain and seed, whereas no trace of meat was present. The Tolland man had eaten his last meal 12 to 24 hours before his death, and it had consisted of 30 different varieties of seed, mainly barley, flax and willow herb, boiled as a porridge. Amazing. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? The head was conserved immediately after the original examination, whereas the body was left untreated and became dehydrated. However, in 1987, the body was reconstructed and added to the head in order to give a true replica of the Tolland man and how he was originally found. So he was found 10 kilometres west of here. Crazy. We are at Trelleborg. It was constructed in the late Viking Age, around AD 980. It was probably erected on the order of King Harold Bluetooth as a military stronghold in the conflict with the rebellious chieftains, led by the son of Harold, named Sven Forkbeard, most likely the fortress. Oh dear, she has been locked up in the car for quite a while today. How heavy is it, Brown? Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Vogue, vogue. Okay, so you get in trouble about only talking about the good stuff that happens when you're travelling. Well, last night we were parked in a rest area, which we've been doing for like 20 years without any problems. And while we were sleeping in the van, some lovely, delightful creature decided to break in. Did not wake us at all. Luckily our curtains were closed around the front of the cab, which is very important because then they don't know where your heads are in the vehicle and they are a little bit more hesitant about disrupting you. But be aware, closure curtains so they don't know where you are. You know, they will drill out your lock, they will get in if they want to get in. Pretty ballsy effort with us in the van, not knowing how many of us there are. But anyway, such is life. We're just now accounting for what's been taken. We all celebrate schoolies differently, but there you go. Wow. So it's a bit quieter out here. We're currently down on the water at Helsingør, and it's absolutely beautiful down here. So the mornings always start overcast, but it gets really clear by lunch, and this is just pretty magical down on the water. A lot quieter than the celebration of the schoolies.
And over there, that's Sweden.
And Sweden is right over there. See you soon, Sweden.
Helsingborg.
Helsingborg, that's where we are. The many sides of Kronborg Castle. It's actually a really beautiful area, and you can actually walk around it without actually paying to go in, because it is quite an expensive little castle, or big castle, to visit. Going out for the day to explore Copenhagen, and I'm hoping those clouds disappear. So we're in Copenhagen, taking a walk along the river. We've found a really great car spot thanks to some friends of ours.
Thanks, friends.
That we met yesterday and shared dinner with last night. Gotta love travelling and the wonderful people that you meet. So we're just making our way up the canal, and we've got a sensational day. The old and the new. How beautiful is that? Just walked down from the water where the car park was, way down where the cars parked, all the way to this very famous little canal. Gorgeous.
Whoa.
Wait for it, wait for it. Gorgeousness! Oh my god, that is just beautiful. As you can see, we have found the mermaid along with 50 million other people. So we're entering Castellet, which is one of North Europe's most famous fortifications. It's a 5-pointed star. Some more party goers. We found out last night this is something fully supported by locals, and like everyone goes up and congratulates them on finishing their year 12 year, and the hats are what they actually get for their graduation. Like we're used to seeing black hats when we get a degree or whatever. Well, these guys have a white hat. So they're all, they party, they get picked up in the morning all together. Oh, there's some nudies. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're getting in nude. So they get picked up and then they get dropped off, one after the other at each other's house. So, you know, not dropped off, like they visit each other's family's home, where they stop and have something to eat and drink, and then they go on to the next person's house. So each van is a class. So that might be, yeah. They're nude! Oh my goodness. I hope you guys can't see this, but oh, look out. Shut your eyes, Brian. Woo! Who else's kid can't just walk on the path? Has to climb or jump or... Too funny. So we're just leaving Farum, F-A-R-U-M, and this town is absolutely beautiful, and not far from here is a little, and within Farum itself there is an Aldi. So we're just at a 24-hour stopover that had a lovely park and a track down to the creek. It was absolutely lovely. We really enjoyed our time here. And a great place close to Copenhagen to make the day trip in. Absolutely perfect. So goodbye Farum and our lovely friends from Farum that we met while here and shared pizza with. We've enjoyed our time here. Don't you just love these housetops? So we're making our way back into the city. You can tell the traffic difference. So today is a Sunday. So I'd have to say, if you have a larger rig, then Sunday's your day. Way less traffic, even than yesterday, Saturday, which wasn't crazy, but it was definitely a lot busier than this. Before us. Now before we left I paid for the ticket online for the bridge, the Öresund bridge, because you actually save a discount for doing so. You've got to pay for it a minimum of half an hour before your journey. So I did it this morning knowing that we'd needed it sometime today after we'd left our friends in Copenhagen.
Got 28 days to use it.
And you've got about 28 days to use it. It says it expires on the 31st of July, but yeah, I think it's 30 days actually. But yep, there we go. Book ahead so you save money. Tonight's camp spot. Wild camping. And after we've sorted out all the border control passport issue. Oh dear. Travel is always full of surprises. Gorgeous spot. Hello, Sweden. the things you find in the middle of a roundabout. There's a crushed car. A cow standing on top of a crushed car. We're just in Kalmar. And we are going to have a look around. And then, who knows? Little and Coop seem to be the two grocery shop type shopping opportunities available. So we're just taking a walk through Kalmar town. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's still so quiet.